Okay, so I'm Myra. I'm from Karachi, Pakistan, and I'm doing masters in English literature, and I'm planning to become a language trainer.
Yeah, and the
So,
thing is that I actually hate living alone because I don't live with my mom actually, so I'm alone all the time. So I just get too sad when I'm alone. My mom actually doesn't live with me. Yeah.
okay, so I think I would opt for communication skills because it really doesn't matter which profession you choose. In every profession, you have to have good communication skills, whether you are a lawyer or an engineer or a doctor or even a salesperson. So yeah.
So just tell me, how was your day today?
Yeah, it was a good day. If I tell you very honestly, I kept sleeping the entire day because it was my off today.
Okay, even I just woke up really late as it was a Saturday, and finally I got to get some rest after my schools. So it was a good day for me.
That's great. So, which standard are you in?
I'm in ninth standard as of now.
Oh, that's amazing. So, what's your future plan?
So I haven't really decided much, but I was thinking of going into the government sectors, take up humanities and arts in the future and take up a government job.
Wow, that's incredible. By the way, your way of speaking is just beyond amazing.
Oh,
You
thank you.
sound so your age.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah, is it because of your educational background or did you do it on your own?
Okay, so to be honest, even though my school is an English medium school, in our school we don't really focus much on spoken English. The focus is mainly on like literature part, writing and reading. So I think during the pandemic, I focused a lot on improving my spoken skills and confidence, and I think it was all because of me. That's how I learned this
Wow.
spoken English.
So you learned all this English on your own?
I mean, kind of. I knew the basics of English from my school. I knew the grammar and all of that. I just learned how to speak it by my own.
Oh, that's amazing. So, would you like to tell anything else about yourself?
Um,
Anything interesting?
I'll
Like
just give
what?
a basic, brief introduction. So, I am Arundhati Roktima. I'm 14 years old, and I come from the state of Chhattisgarh. It's in like the central part of India, and here
Okay.
we basically just have Hindi speakers all around. There aren't many English speakers. So I learned English on my own, the spoken skills. And also, I have quite a few hobbies like singing, dancing, and also playing the instrument, playing the keyboard. Yeah, I love all of these things.
That's incredible. I also used to really like singing. I used to sing a lot, though I don't sing anymore, but it was one of my most favorite hobbies at one time.
That's great. So
Yeah.
tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Myra. I'm from Karachi, Pakistan, and I'm doing masters in English literature, and I'm planning to become a language trainer in future.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. Okay, so should we start the rapid fire round?
Oh my God, yeah, sure.
I actually jotted down, those questions because there were like so many fun questions that I wanted to ask you, so I jotted them down. So let's begin.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so my first question would be, which superpower would you like to have? Telepathy, teleportation, telekinesis, invisibility, or flying?
Telepathy, because I think then I'll be able to know what people think of me all the time. I think that would be quite helpful.
Okay, but what I think about it, it is that when you can read the mind of other people, you actually get to know that they think really badly about you.
Yeah.
And that's hurtful. That can be really hurtful. So that's why I would never have the power of telepathy because I think ignorance is bliss.
Yes, that's true. But sometimes telepathy can also be like a good thing. Maybe if you want to see if someone is lying to you, then you can like get into their mind and know if they're lying to you or not.
Yeah, yeah. Like if you're able to control it and only apply this
Yeah.
power on specific people, then it's cool. But some
Yes.
people like in movies they portray that some characters they are like constantly hearing these
Yeah.
background noises. So that's like really, I cannot even imagine something like that. Okay, so anyways, I would like to teleport. I would like to have the power of teleportation.
That would be
because
cool,
it
you
would,
know? Yeah.
yeah, because it would allow me to like travel the world and stuff like that. Okay, so the next question is, what's your biggest fear in life?
My biggest fear, lizards. I absolutely hate lizards. I do not know if I'm afraid of them or if just I'm disgusted by them, but I just do not like them.
Yeah, I mean, same here. I just freak out whenever I see a lizard. And apart from that, I think I have a fear of failure. I'm like super afraid of like failing in my life.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay, so the next question is, if you could travel anywhere in the world for free, where would you go and why?
Switzerland. I actually really like the sceneries there and the weather there. I think it's quite nice. I like cold weathers. I'm just too tired of living in this humid weather in India, so I want to experience a new type of climate, you know. So maybe I'd like to visit Switzerland.
That's really amazing. I would like to go to New York, I guess, because
Wow.
there's a lot of yeah, because there's a lot of diversity in America, so I get to meet with different types of people on a regular basis.
Yeah, and there are also many skyscrapers and job opportunities there as well.
Yeah, that's true. Also, I'm like really obsessed with like, I mean, there was a point in my life when I was super obsessed with American culture.
Oh,
So, uh, I used to watch a lot of Hollywood movies and TV shows and stuff like that. So it would be really cool. Okay, so what skills would you like to master and why?
playing the keyboard. I really want to learn how to play the keyboard properly, but I just do not spend much time in practicing, and I know that I would not be able to play the keyboard well without practice. So if I could just learn any skill without even practicing it, then I might learn how to play the keyboard. What would you learn? Tell me.
I think I would opt for communication skills because it really doesn't matter which profession you choose. In every profession, you have to have good communication skills, whether you are a lawyer or an engineer or a doctor or even a salesperson. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you could turn into any animal, which animal would you like to turn into? And what's your favorite animal?
I think I'd like to turn into a sloth, and my favorite animal is a cat. I'll tell you why I'd want to turn into a sloth. Because sloths are very slow. They just hang on to a tree's branch all the time. They eat leaves all the time. And it's just such a relaxing life, everything is just slow and peaceful. Nothing is like, pressurizing and stressful at all. It's a great life, I must say.
Oh, that's great. I never thought like that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if I get a chance to turn into any animal, I think I would turn into any sort of bird because that would allow me to fly.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that would be a
Yeah,
good, hitting two birds with one arrow. You could be able to fly and be an animal. That would be good.
that would be great. Okay, so do you have any regrets in life?
Regrets. Okay, so this summer vacation, I had thought that I'd study all the time and cover a lot of syllabus, just run beforehand all the time, complete 4 or 5 chapters in each subject, study all of that. But I just slept and like ate food. That's all what I did. I think I regret it a lot.
But it's all right. Sometimes to let yourself loose is also like
Yeah.
cool. It
Hmm.
can be therapy. Yeah. So it's good. You shouldn't be regretful about it. And if you ask me this question, then I would say that whatever mistakes we make in our life, we always learn a valuable lesson. So there are no regret lessons learned. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so if you could turn into any fictional character, which character would you choose?
A
Any
fictional.
book character or character? Yeah.
I don't really know many fictional characters.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a type of Pokemon, I guess. Maybe Pikachu, I guess. Because then you have superpowers, You could be an animal and also have superpowers both at the same time.
Wow, that's great. So you're a Pokemon fan?
I used to be a Pokemon fan when I was younger, maybe like 10 years old. Now I'm 14. But now I don't really watch television that much.
Okay, okay. I was also obsessed with Pokemon in my childhood. I was crazy about it. And Pikachu was my favorite character.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. So what motivates you to work hard?
The deadline. When you have deadlines on projects, you just get really, you have to be motivated. You have deadlines, you have to submit projects all the time, and they are worth like some percentage of your grades. So you need to like submit them on time before the deadline so that you can get full marks in that. I think the deadline motivates me a lot. And also my mom, she motivates me a lot.
Okay, that's amazing. In my case, I think that the prospect of becoming successful and the prospect of becoming a better version of myself motivates me a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you suddenly become filthy rich, what would you do with that money?
I'd buy a mansion, a mansion of like 2, 3 floors, 2, 3 stories. Maybe that's what would be the first thing that I do. A mansion. And maybe then buy a car, even though I do not know how to drive, but maybe I'll buy some cars.
So will you learn how to drive in the future?
I mean, in the future, after I turn 18, I will learn, but right now I cannot.
Yeah. Yeah, but you can still buy the car and later on you can learn how to drive it.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think that I will travel the entire world with that
Wow.
money, try different types of cuisines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you see the glass as half full or half empty?
I think it is half full because I try to look at things from a positive aspect, but sometimes when my mood is not all right, when I'm really stressed, then I become a little bit, negative. I think, but
Mm-hmm.
I try to be positive. I don't know. Maybe I see it as half full, maybe half empty. It just depends basically on my mood.
Okay, so you sometimes turn into a pessimistic person and sometimes you turn into an optimistic
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
I I think also I also face this situation like my mental health always keeps fluctuating.
Yeah.
Sometimes I become highly optimistic and sometimes I become super negative. So it happens with me as well.
Yeah.
So what's your most favorite subject?
Most favorite history, I think, because I'm really interested in knowing about the past and how things took place. Yeah, that would be my
Hmm.
favorite.
So like world history or general history, like the history of your country?
No, world history. I'm really interested in world history.
Wow, that's incredible. I'm also interested in history. But if I were to choose any favorite subject, I would choose research methodology. So it's a subject which we study in English literature, and it's about like conducting research on various topics that you're interested in. So I conducted research on this book called Top Girls by Carol Churchill. So it was about like feminism. So I had to like prove my point that there's a lot of patriarchy in the society
Hmm.
and there's a lot of misogyny in the society. So this is something which I had to like prove. So at that time, it ended up becoming my most favorite subject.
Okay, wow.
Okay, so what's the one thing you'll never do again?
Could you repeat that?
What is the one thing that you will never do again?
One thing that I'd never do again.
Yeah.
What? Maybe waste my time during the summer vacations because I really feel really bad that I wasted my whole summer vacations. Maybe next summer vacation I'll not repeat the same things and utilize the time.
But you can have some sort of balance, like you can just invest your time in studies and stuff like that, but at the same time, you also can have fun for
Yeah,
like 1 or 2 hours, right?
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, what is the weirdest hobby you've ever tried?
Weirdest hobby. I don't really have any weird hobby as such. All my hobbies are just usual in general. Tell me, what is a weird hobby that you tried?
I think that, okay, so there is this thing called abacus. Do you know about it?
Yes, abacus. Yeah.
So I tried to like learn it, and I tried to like learn it for a couple of days, but I couldn't. So I think that was one of the weirdest things that I ever did.
I actually learned abacus when I was 7 years old, and I think I kind of know it. Yes,
Really?
I
So
think so.
your maths will be like really good.
It is okay. It's all right. It's not too good, but it's all right.
But I have seen like those people who know abacus, they are like really good at maths, you know? Like their
Yeah.
mental maths is like superb. So is that true? Do you
Um,
actually become like
no, exactly. You'll have to first practice it more, and I stopped practicing it. That's why I just forgot everything. The only thing that I remember of abacus is the abacus counting and like through fingers. That's it.
okay, that's cool. But it can be really fun if you like learn it in the proper way and not
Yeah.
give up on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So, do you enjoy your like alone time or solitude?
No, I don't think so because I feel
Mhm.
like I like it more with my parents and with my grandparents around. Yeah,
So, you are an extroverted person.
I think so. Yes.
Okay. In my case, I love solitude. Like, I love spending time all alone, and I think I am an ambivert. Like, I can adjust with in both the conditions. Like, if I'm with people, I can adjust there, and if I'm all alone, I can adjust there as well.
Yeah, and the
So,
thing is that I actually hate living alone because I don't live with my mom actually, so I'm alone all the time. So I just get too sad when I'm alone. My mom actually doesn't live with me. Yeah.
okay, so where does she live? Like, far
Uh,
away from you?
And actually, she works with the government, so she is like transferred all the time to some other districts and other cities. So she's always a little bit far away from me.
Oh, okay, okay. That can be really sad. Okay, yeah. So, if your younger self could meet you as an adult, what would they be most impressed by? Oh, you're
Mm.
already very young. by the way.
Yeah, they are very young. So the
Yeah.
thing that they'll be impressed by is that I'm doing good in studies because when I was in like grade third or something, I was not really good at studies. I was just average, but now I've become really good at studies. I am kind of the topper of the class, so I think they'll be impressed by it.
Oh, that's incredible. Actually, I am getting this vibe from you that you're a topper in your class. Like even way before you told me this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite apparent from your personality.
That's nice. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so are you an early bird or a night owl? I think you're an early bird, maybe.
No, I do not like waking up at all. I am a night owl for sure.
Oh, okay, great. I'm also a night owl.
Oh.
So, do you prefer beach or mountain vacation?
I think I do not really like beaches because I'm kind of afraid of the ocean. You do not know what is there in the ocean. There could be big fishes that could eat you or bite you. So I think I'd like my mountains more.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I think I'm more of a beach person for some strange reason. Okay, so I was saying that should we end the session?
Oh yeah, sure, we can end it.
Okay, great. So we'll talk later on. It was really fun talking to you. Take care of yourself and goodbye.
Okay then. Bye bye.
Bye.